Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to DCG at night. Now, if you remember, this is the question that we were working on today, and there's a couple of important bits of information up here in the front. I'll just pull up my fancy little highlighter here, and I'll just highlight that this here is 1 in 10 rising, and that this here is 1 in 2. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to measure out a distance of 100 meters. There's where I'm starting, and I measure out 100 meters, which takes me up to about there. Now, I know that there is a vertical difference traveling along that line of 100 meters. I have moved up 10 meters. In other words, the height of my little cone here is 10 meters. Because I'm dealing with 1:2, the radius of my little circle here has become 20. 10:20 is what's going on here. So therefore I'm going to draw a little circle round about here. There's my little circle, and it is radius 20. Now if I come along and put a tangent to that curve, like so, that line is the same as this blue line down here on the bottom. And the altitude, or the height of that line, is the same as point A, which is 140. So I don't have to write anything on that. The second line that I put in will obviously be parallel to that because I need a parallel line. The distance out between those two lines has to be worked out using this here. So my vertical interval between contours is 5 meters. So 5 meters put into this becomes 10 meters. So the horizontal distance traveled there is 10 meters. So 10 meters between those two red lines. And because we're working on a scale of 1:1000, that's actually going to be 10 millimeters. So I'm going to draw my second line and my third line. May not need all these, but I'll put them in. And I'm also going to measure in 10 meters on the inside, and that's as far as we go there. Now, if I start joining my dots, this line is 140. It hits the contour of 140 here and here. The next line outside that is 135, but that does not strike the 135 contour. The next line inside that is 145, and it strikes a contour here, and it strikes a contour here. So now I've got 4 dots, and joining those 4 dots will give me the fill for that side of the road. So I'm going to join that in black, and oops, it should extend over somewhat to there. Now I'm drawing this with a mouse, so obviously it's a little bit on the shaky side. Obviously you repeat the same process for the other side, and that's the fill done. Thank you. Good night.